remember that we have to do it. Our fourth speaker for tonight is a youth leader who likes swimming and watching movies. He's none other than youth leader Pinak. The title of his speech is Pinak Prakash and the Promise. Pinak Prakash and the Promise, youth leader Pinak.
Am I audible at the back? Yes. आइडिया इंटरनेट जब लगाविंग इंडिया को नो उल्लू बनाविंग as usual a politician is addressing a huge crowd of people in a village. If you elect me, then I shall bring drinking water to each and every home in this village. This is my promise. At which a young boy from the crowd stands up with a cell phone in his hand. Sir, 5 years back also you gave the same promise, but still not fulfilled. There is no water in our homes. I see video clip is also there. So, no ullu banaving. The chief YLP coordinator, postmasters, parents and fellow youth leaders, especially those who did not understand the meaning of no ullu banaving. It means that now you can't fool us because we have internet access to search. A promise is a commitment by someone to do or not do something. We come across many kinds of promises in our daily lives. One way of giving a promise is by doing something like this. You know what does that mean? Well, it means that if I don't keep my promise, I shall die. So beware next time you promise like that. One way of promising among the Saudi Arabians is by touching your nose with the index finger. It means that I have kept your promise here and I shall not forget it. My dad makes me many promises. Most of them are conditional. Like, you get more than 90% in the forthcoming exam, I promise you a smartphone. Or, if Team India wins the cricket match today, I promise you a dinner in the Gulf Chinese restaurant. That isn't fair, right? No. Once, he promised to take me to my friend Kishan's home for a birthday party. That night, instead of going to his home, we went to the yacht restaurant. I asked him, Dad, what about my promise? He said, but son, it's our marriage anniversary tonight. So I meant to celebrate. He shouted, that's not my fault, right? Then he said, of course, these are the consequences of the blunder that I made 15 years back. Some promises are strange. Once, a Bollywood actress promised to strip off her clothes in public if Team India wins the match. Team India won the match. But thank God she didn't keep her promise. Once Sage Vishwamitra approached King Harishchandra and reminded him of the promise that he had made in his dreams. Oh, King Harishchandra was the 36th king of the Solar dynasty. He gave up his kingdom, his wife, and even himself to keep the promise given in the sage's dream. Last year, I went to my hometown Aurangabad during the summer vacations. There is a tea shop in our colony who makes very delicious tea. My dad just loves the tea there. Once, when we are enjoying the masala tea with spices and milk and whatnots, I saw a familiar face. He was cleaning tables at the tea shop. When he passed beside me, I remembered, he was my friend Prakash. But what was he doing out here? Shouldn't he be in the school? I went up to him and, hey Prakash, it's me, Pinak. You remember me? He said, he smiled and his face brightened up. What are you doing over here? I asked. To the youth leaders, I was stunned when I heard his answer. When we used to study together, he had no father. His mother used to take care of him and his younger sister by selling vegetables at the roadside. That year, it rained heavily in the slum where they lived. Whatever little they had, all got submerged into the water. 2 days later, when the water receded, their family moved back into the house. His mother bent down to pick up a glass jar. A piece of glass pierced through her hand. She developed a disease. When she was admitted to the hospital, it was diagnosed to be leptospirosis. His mother called Prakash and asked him to give her a promise that he and his younger sister would go on completing their education at least until the graduation. 2 days after the promise, his mother passed away. Prakash now works as a table cleaner in a tea shop until 6 p.m. And after 6 p.m., he attends the night school. His sister is now schooling, but with a half-filled belly and barefooted, just to honor her brother Prakash's promise. Fellow youth leaders, ladies and gentlemen, Prakash's present is propelled by the promise that he gave to his mother. He hides his hunger to help his sister Himani attend school. A promise can build or strengthen a relationship or a friendship. Breaking promises can shatter them. The habit of keeping promises builds the character of a person. King Harishchandra donated his kingdom to sage Vishwamitra just to keep a promise given in his dream. My friend Prakash is going through hardships to keep the promise that he gave to his mother. So mom and dad, whatever happens, I promise you that I shall always strive hard to become a person of respected character. Youth leader of the day.